In this episode, Be Free is again back in SwT Bay Marina after a successful test sail, including a round trip to San Andres and Bocas del Toro. G is flying home to Europe, and I'm having an inspection from the Panama Canal. Also spending my waiting time in the queue here to fix a few things, but mostly trying to catch up with regular maintenance again after the bigger project that has taken most of my time. In the previous episode we had a nice sail from Bocas del Toro to SwT Bay Marina, and the fact it's my last sail in the Caribbean turning it into something special. This test sail after all the work turned out very well, and sailing into the sunset with G on board kind of made this last Caribbean sail into something magical as well.
Slow ride, just you in that baseline. We're way past sunshine, believe in the magic. Alright, step into the moonlight, get into that good time, believe in the magic, and it can save you from your past.
We did not have much time on our side when coming back to SwT Bay before we had to go to Panama City. G is flying back home to sort out a few things, as we did not exactly plan this, but she will come back in a short time to continue sailing into future sunsets with me. And our first big step together will be the Pacific. Yep, you heard that right. I plan to sail solo, single-handed across the Pacific. That was my goal, my dream. But once again, I changed my plans. Last year, just before Christmas, I had some friends sailing with me, making me review my sailing life and how I do things. For so many years and thousands of miles, I have sailed solo and have really enjoyed every moment of it. Everything from calm weather to hurricanes at anchor and even under sail. And there's a lot of things that's more fun to do with others. I mean, it's okay to be alone. I've been sailing for thousands and thousands of miles, but sometimes you just miss company. Being in the sunblast with my friends made me think a lot. It's limited how interesting a beautiful white beach with coconuts are after you already have seen so many of them before. Also, it's limited how fascinating another sunset out at the big ocean is being alone when you already experienced this thousands of times before. So sailing to San Andres from SwT Bay with G was a nice test for the both of us. After all, crossing the Pacific is no joke, and Be Free needed a test sail after all the things replaced and upgrades done the last month. So we decided that we could give it a try and see how things worked out, and if it worked well, G would join me for the Pacific. So now G is flying home to sort out a few things and bring more clothes and personal belongings back to Be Free. When she comes back, we will transit the Panama Canal and start the Pacific adventure. Back at the marina, my Swedish neighbors are also back, and they even brought me a bottle of the famous Norwegian aquavit. Every cask of linear aquavit has sailed across the globe and crossed the equator twice during a period of 4 months. And inside the bottle you can even see which ship and when it crossed equator. The funny part of this is that this very ship, Salome, are on its way through the Panama Canal as we speak. I have installed the screen that I had down below before, and I had to turn the entire cockpit table to make it fit, because it was a different space on the forward part and the aft part of the table. So that leads to another challenge. I had to weld and fix the legs on the other side. So I will get that in a few days. So hopefully I can get the entire cockpit table back together again. The reason why I opened the cockpit table was I needed to access all the cables inside here. Changed screens, changed nothing. Still same alarms, which make no sense, as there is enough power here. I measured some drop, but not like this. And my 17.5 kilowatt power station that supports the household is also at 100%. So I wanted to inspect the cables to look for corrosion. Jag har hyrat in svensk expertis.
Ja, det här är inte jävla nämnt, det här är inte. Och där är det brunt vitt. Ja, fan kan de inte göra på samma modell för när det är samma.
Det var därför jag tänkte, nej, det här får min granne ta sig av. We even tried to replace network cables to see if it could make any change. And as a last thing, I even took down the radar itself to visually inspect it inside for corrosion or any other things. But it looked perfect. And now I have actually connected it straight here. So you can see here is the radar. And I connected it with network cable and power straight into the system down below here to eliminate any errors on the cables that goes all the way from the cockpit and to the mast and up the mast to where the radar sits. Unfortunately, it did not change anything. I get the same codes, and now I have checked, and it's turned out to be the high voltage thing on the radar. So it means it's not able to be saved. But now I have to step on it, as B3 is having an inspection from the authorities of the Panama Canal any day soon, and it can't look like this. And of course, once you start with something on a boat, you will always add work to yourself or discover extra things to do. This time it was on my own, and the decision I made was to take advantage of varnishing the table and its pieces, as it was already out. So today we have inspection from the Panama Canal, and this is a friend here, Antonio.
Hello, how you doing?
That's Antonio, right?
Yes. Antonio, yes.
So Antonio is walking through the documents and checking the boat that we are qualified to go through the canal. And one of the things is that we should have a functional toilet for the transit advisor on board, and bottles of water and proper meals, and also part of the inspection is to check our cleats, that it's actually capable of handling the ropes that goes to the canal walls or the locker or chambers. I don't know what you call it, the chambers. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, and also on this boat we have solar panels, and it's recommended to cover the solar panels so the monkey fists, the people on the canal throw over with the lines don't smash the solar panels. Have you ever seen some solar panels getting smashed? Does it happen?
No,
Never? Because everyone covers them.
Yes.
That's good.
It is what it is, eh?
Okay, so no one has any damages. Actually, I know one, but that's a different story.
Navigational lights working good, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any question until now, Thomas?
No, not really. I hope this time. This is my third attempt to go through the canal. The first time was the pandemic shut down the canal. The second time was lightning strike destroying all my electronics. And now this is my third time. So I hope no more problems. No, I just want to go through. It's pretty busy here in Shelter Bay now due to being the high season for transiting the Panama Canal. And the World Arc is having a short stop here as well. Interesting fact is my Canal transit fee has not changed much in 3 years. I'm gonna walk you through a few things the next episodes and also finally take you with me through the Panama Canal. Thank you so much for watching and for all your support. If you haven't already, I would be very happy to see you subscribe to my channel. All the best, stay happy, be free.
Things are moving along and I'm picking up speed. I'm singing mountains.